Watch Akademiks and check it out. Now, if you guys ever wonder why I started the War in Chirac, man, I really started it because it was a call from fans that love drill music to cover people within drill music that really weren't known for nothing but coonery. I mean, sometimes some of these guys would be like, yo, cover this guy. I'm like, this guy doesn't have a song. I mean, he's just a glorified murderer that other people shout out. But people say, yo, you got to cover this shit, man. Now, here's the thing, because the drill music scene was at its peak during 2012. We've seen over time, we're now in 2016, people are moving out. Nonetheless, murder is still happening in Chirac. Believe me, even if I'm not covering it, murder is happening at a record pace. Now, the reason why I did these stories, which, to be honest, for better or for worse, got me a lot of hate. A lot of people don't like the fact that I actually cover violence going on in Chicago, because you know what? It's black on black violence, man. Police killing niggas. You need to go focus on that. But I've always said, man, we got to focus in-house before we actually look outside, right? Now, I covered situations, and of course, like, to be honest, I'm not going to be the guy who is glorifying people who might be doing wrong. Listen, to be honest, they're not to be glorified. You may glorify them, but if anything, we're supposed to show that that's not cool. So I basically started covering it, and the thing is, and the crazy mentality that I've seen when it comes to drill music is that people actually take these rappers as characters. They actually take life in general in Chirac like it's not real, right? Nobody thinks shit in Chirac is real. So when you hear your favorite rapper brag about smoking on packs, he's smoking on them coon packs, he's about to kill so-and-so, you don't think it's real life. And the reason why people don't think shit is real life is because when life is taken so lightly, where people lose their lives and people just go on like nothing happened, and then you never see people get convicted or you never see people get arrested, because it's just street justice. It's the Hunger Games in Chirac. People think it's a joke. Now, one of the first major arrests within the war in Chirac, and it happened almost 3 years ago, right, was Rondo Number 9 and eventually CDAI in the murder of a cab driver. Now, because of this, people have always hit me up. Yo, Akademiks, when is the 9 about to get out? I can't wait till 9 touchdown. He about to blow shit up. And I've always said, man, listen. I know you guys are fascinated with these guys based on what you hear on records, what other rappers say about them, their tweets. But you got to realize now we're into real life shit. The court system is not a fucking game. Okay, there's no timeline like, yo, free the guys. You can say free the guys all you want. It doesn't fucking matter, because people are incarcerated for murder. Now, Rondo Number 9, along with CDAI, they go through a trial, and basically they get found guilty of murder. Okay? Guilty of murder. Now, a lot of people are still saying free the 9, free CDAI. However, the court system doesn't give two fucks about what you type on Twitter, doesn't give two fucks about what you sing in a song, doesn't give two fucks about how much money you claim to have that could bail the guys out. They're independent of that fuckery. Now, I say all that to say, because this is a serious situation. I'm not going to make light of it, because I want you to realize, everybody who fucks with this channel, to realize that when you actually do participate in coonery, when you are supposedly convicted, or not even supposedly convicted because he was convicted, when you are convicted of a murder, right? It's cool to smoke on packs, right? But if you're convicted of a murder, you know what happens? You actually get hardened years in jail, right? And if you guys don't know, basically, CDAI was sentenced today. CDAI was sentenced to 38 years in prison. All right. If you're wondering about what about the 9, Rondo Number 9, he will be sentenced in the next couple of weeks. He was also found guilty. But basically, the judge and, of course, the jury agree that CDAI, a.k.a. Courtney Ely, was guilty of somehow participating in the death of this cab driver. It's not fun. It's not actually a cool story. There's nothing to make light about. And to be honest, man, and this is another reason why I've kind of even lost passion to do a lot of stories about Chirac, is because, to be honest, like, if you point out these things that are just not cool, like, people act like you're the weirdo, right? Like, you're saying, wait, you're saying that niggas should stop killing? Whoa. So, again, I'm showing you guys what happens when this type of life actually takes its place and then actually gets really dealt with in court. Okay, he was sentenced to 38 years in prison. Okay, if you're thinking, what does that mean? Think about 2054, and that's the time when you could expect Courtney Ely, aka CDAI, number 22, to be free. All right, Very unfortunate. No laughs, no jokes. However, again, while we often side with the people who you know, again, there is somebody who lost their life. Again, there's a family that probably mourned. There's probably brothers, sisters, girlfriends, maybe even a child that this person left behind. And of course, the justice system is independent of all that. You could blame whatever on snitches. You could blame whatever on whoever. But we have to have some type of order, and that's what happens, okay? Again, very sad situation. From what I've heard, he and also Rondo Numba 9, after he gets sentenced, he will be planning to appeal. However, the current sentence does stick until then. It sticks until overturned, and it is 38 years. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe. No jokes, man. I'm out.